situation where you've got your lead screw or ball screw, decided on the type of fixed and floating mount you want, decided whether you're going to run it via manual methods with a hand wheel or you're going to put it on a motor. But typically you will also want to guide it so that it's not wandering off. What you tend to do is this can also sometimes take a bit of load, is to put a linear guide running alongside the system. So something like this is a short section of linear guide rail. So you'll have a little guide rail, you might have 1 or 2 carriages on it. So these linear guideways, they come with a little dummy block. In the old days, if you took this dummy block out, all the balls would fall apart, but things have moved on a bit, but they still have this little dummy block. So now you can remove those things and you can slide that very carefully onto the rail. Yep. And that can that will align the whole system for you. So obviously this can come in lengths of up to 4 meters, but basically that will be running alongside the part that you're moving, keeping everything aligned. Let's talk about how you're going to select the different sizes of lead screws and ball screws. So the real function about this is first of all, is it commercial grade or is it an accurate system you want? Because the commercial grade, the cheaper grade will be a lead screw system, the more advanced one will be the ball screw system. You then have to look at lots of different factors. So this is the type of bearings that you use, that will affect the load capacity of the system, the distance that the whole part travels, the load that's on it. Then if you're compressing it, there's buckling forces as well, especially if it's mounted vertically, so you need to be very careful about that. You can obviously send a sketch in and we can have a look at it for you and give you a right to recommendation. So all these factors and the speed, how often it's being used, whether it's going backwards and forwards a lot or whether it's going very slowly, these are all factors that there are tables and graphs for in the catalogue, which will make it easier for you to select the correct screw for you. One of the things that I would definitely want to bring to someone's attention, especially to do with ball screws, I said that when you take this thing off here, the balls are retained. Okay, that is not the case, and it can't be the case with ball screws. So in this ball screw there are lots of little small bearings. If I decided to remove this off, what would probably happen is that all the balls would fall out. So when you come to mount a ball screw onto it, what you'll tend to do, you'll tend to have the ball nut will be separate from the ball screw, and the ball nut will have a little dummy plastic part inside it. So that will enable you to then later to offer, this is the wrong size, but to offer the ball nut up to the ball screw and wind the ball screw nut onto the screw without the bearings coming out. Really important that you don't, or people involved in assembly don't think, oh, I can just take this ball nut off, because literally it is that massive pain once those balls have come out to start to try and rectify that issue. I hope that it's been of some interest. We've got a lot of these products in stock, most of it's in stock. We've got our own cutting machines, we've got our own machining facility that can machine the ends and the journals that are needed to suit the bearing mounts. And generally we can turn things around very, very quickly, and I hope you found that of interest, and maybe we can refer you to some of the CAD drawings, which will make things a lot easier when you're designing parts. Thank you.